welcome back to RV Here, There, and Everywhere. Today we're going to do a follow-up video to our cactus pad picking, and today we're going to, our tunas are ready now, which are these purple fruits that grow on the cactus after the flowers bloom here. So we're going to be picking those with some tongs today, and then we're going to make some prickly pear jelly. Also delicious is prickly pear margarita. Okay, can you show me how you do it?
So you can twist it, or you could just pull it, but it's kind of hard for me to pull it.
On our way to find some more tunas. Here we go. There's a good tuna. So we want them to be nice and purple. So this is the fruit off of the prickly pear cactus. Before we did one on the pads, and now we have these tunas that come after they flower. They're really delicious and high in vitamin C. They have a little bit of fruit, but we're gonna make some prickly pear jelly.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that. So many tunas. Oh my gosh, we have a lot of work to do. So if you watched our last video, you know that Texas tortoises love tunas, the prickly pear fruit, and so we throw some of the bad ones down onto the ground so that they're able to have a snack while they're walking around. So this is a fun fact that on these prickly pears, we get a bug called the cochineal, and it produces this white kind of soft substance, and when you put your fingers on it, it creates this super red color, and it was used and still is used in some of our food products today as a dye, as a red dye coloring.
This is the hottest day ever.
Woo, it is hot. So today we are all done picking our tunas, and we're gonna go find the blowtorch so that we can get all the spinas off, all the little prickles, right? All right, let's do it. Okay, so now we're firing up our prickly pears. So we just laid them all out and put them over this grate to torch them. We're trying to get all of the little spines off so that they'll be ready to processed and made into jelly or wine or whatever you're choosing to do with them. Do this and then turn them over, and we'll be ready to go. So now we've had them in our pot, and we've just filled up the water just over the prickly pears, and we're going to start to boil. Okay, so we have it hooked up to a propane cooker, so now they're set to cook in there. We're gonna leave them, we'll check the water periodically, and once it starts to turn dark purple-y color, we'll come back and check on that and show you. Okay, so we've been boiling for about 10 minutes now. Come out and check the juice. It's that really nice dark pink color. I still think we have a little bit more to go. Also, if we take a look at our fruits, they're getting pale compared to when we first put them in there, but they still have some dark color. So we'll keep going a little bit more, but it's looking good. Okay, so we are done with the boiling process. So what I did is I just took a strainer here and then a paper towel over the top of it, and I poured all of the juice that was there into the pot. First though, if you come over here, I mashed all of the prickly pears down really well to get some of that pulp out, and that will help to give it a more concentrated flavor. So we're going to continue straining this. So here is now all our nice finished juice. We're ready to make it into jelly. So let's go inside and see how that's done. Okay, so now we are sterilizing our jars and our rings. I actually already did some over here. We boiled them in the water for 15 minutes along with the rings. So those are clean and ready to go. Okay, so over here we have our lids. We do those separate from the jars and the rings because they are more fragile. We simmer those for 10 minutes. They can only be used one time to make a good seal, and then you need to buy new ones where you can reuse the jars and the rings. Over here is our prickly pear juice. We are boiling that with, it's 4 cups of juice with 5 cups of sugar and a couple tablespoons of lemon juice. Okay, so now we're ready to add our pectin in. We use 1 box of pectin. We're gonna add that into our juice, stirring constantly and boil for another couple of minutes. When everything is done, we are ready to get our lids out. We have our jars laid out on a nice clean towel. We have a great tool right here that has a magnet on the end, and it makes picking up those lids without touching them really nice and easy. We also have this great wide mouth funnel, which makes it really easy to spoon or pour our jelly into our jars. Sorry for the angle here, but it is hard to video and work at the same time. So I am using a wet paper towel to clean off the rims of the jars after we filled them with the jelly. I like to use that. I know it's clean and it really works well to get rid of the jelly off the rim of the jar, which we need to do in order to get a good seal. After this is done, we're going to attach the lids and we're going to put them back into their water bath for another 10 minutes to seal the jars. So here's the jelly out of the water bath. It's sealing up nicely. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Peace.